Hi. Let me try and, I hope the lighting's not too shabby. I'm giving you Sierra at the Met Gala Realness. Sierra said at our big ages we can do 2 puff puffs, like we're back in flipping primary school. So I said, yeah, me too. Let me do my little 2 puff puffs. If grown-ass CC can do it, we can do it too. Apart from that, how you doing? You right? So today is a much requested, people are mad and have no one to tell them. As in, my friends have been like, why are you stop doing people are mad and have no one to tell them? When are you gonna do people are mad and have no one to tell them? Every time something mad happens, someone literally tags me and be like, people are mad and have no one to tell them. So I'm going to do people are mad and have no one to tell them. Me and many people like me, let's just say, have encountered in the working world, in the corporate world, in just the world of work and employment and being an employee in a company, in a business, whatever. And this is, I don't even know what I'm gonna call this. Shut up, please. Shut up yourself. I think I'm just gonna call this working woes, the annoyances that come with the world of work. There are just some things that I've noticed, and a lot of people like me have noticed. So I think it's time that we address it, because some of these people are really mad and have no one to tell them. And because you're an employee, you have to keep it cordial, you have to keep it cute, but sis is tired of it. And you would think that, you know, with all this diversity and inclusion, and I say that with speech marks, I say it very loosely because really and truly you're not diversified and included in anything. And to aid me in this conversation and feeling like I'm including many things that annoy people in the working place, I thought I put on my Instagram stories a question. I don't usually like using the question thing on Instagram because sometimes people just be asking useless things, like Google it, fam. But I thought this would be quite interesting and quite funny. So if you don't have me on Instagram, my Instagram is it's Jarida over here. Yeah, this is my Instagram, it's Jarida. So I literally asked the question. I said, what are your pet peeves about work and employees? So I'll read out the ones that people have, and then I'll tell you mine afterwards, and let's, like, you know, let's have a little bit of fun with it. I haven't really done people are mad in a long time, so people are mad and have absolutely nobody to tell them. So I'm here to tell them for and on behalf of us all that are experiencing. Yeah. So someone said, managers that give you attitude when you're sick as if your shift is putting money in their pocket. You see this one, yeah? Can I just start and say I really hate capitalism? Like, I wish we could actually go back to the days, yeah, when people would just trade in like goats and wheat. Who invented the fact that you only have a certain amount of sick days, you only have a certain amount of holiday pay? Like, what happens if there's a month where I've worked really hard and sis is just tired and I'm run down, and now you feel guilty that you're taking a sick day? Oh, do you want to fight my immune system? Like, what can I really do? And then managers be giving you the most grief, yeah, because then you come back from work. Let's say, yeah, you only wanted to take 1 sick day or 2. When you come back, the guilt, they'll start dropping snide remarks, like, be them little snide remarks like, oh, lucky you had a day off. Oh, we really needed you yesterday on the, please. These times here, you'll find out that not really much changed, but they're just trying to make you feel guilty for taking a day off. And these will be the same workplaces that talk about flexible hours and this and that. Listen, if I need to take a designated sick day, and also I think that the whole thing of designated sick days, you only really take them if you're puking or if you have diarrhea or something like that. No, like, I have period pains, or I have headaches, or I feel like if it's something that they can't physically see, or they'll come in, or you'll come in the next day and they'll be like, oh, you don't look very ill today. Did you want me to come in like a zombie? What did you want me to do when I came into work? Did you want me to come into work looking clapped up, slapped up, drapped up, kicked up?
Oh, you don't look very sick today. Oh, you look good for somebody that was just ill yesterday.
Did you want me to come in with a face looking like a smacked ass? Capitalism sucks, bro. And then managers need to relax. Why are you catching an attitude with me? Do you want to communicate with my immune system directly? Because, like, let me know.
As I promise, like, and even it's been a weird.
Do you want to have a fight with my white blood cells? Oh, this one. Someone said, you always get that one person who gets a little authority and think they automatically run things. Oh. First of all, this is giving me flashbacks. This is giving me flashbacks of my first job, yeah. I worked in a bowling alley. And I remember there was this girl that I don't know what possessed her to boss us around and tell me where I need to be and what I need to be doing. Babes, we're on the same hourly rate. You don't even have the qualification. So how do you have the gall? You're not getting a pay rise. It's just not that deep. Move with your full authority, please. Don't. It's okay. Someone else said this as well. Unnecessarily rude managers. First of all, second of all, third of all, fourth of all, and forever and ever and ever, infinity and beyond of all. What? Where? Why? Them managers, yeah, that are just rude. When they leave, you want to do the bare minimum. Like when they're not in, everybody does the bare minimum because you've had us all on ropes while you've been in work, making us feel like we're on edge. So when you leave, no one's gonna do. Oh, cool. Deep what I just said. This is not a dictatorship, babes. We're all just trying to come in, clock in, do our thing, clock out. And sometimes I just feel like they're projecting. Either they hate their job or they're stressed and then they're projecting onto the employees. But babes, allow all of that. Like, get off my back. Got it? This one I'm gonna really touch on because this one is, I really feel this spiritually, the next one. Someone said, the pressure to be fake friends and laughing together when we don't like each other. When you're in the working world, yeah, I'm gonna speak from my perspective. Sometimes there's people that you like, you don't like, or not even that you like and you don't like. There's people that you have stuff in common with or you have some sort of chemistry with, and there's some people you just don't have chemistry with. When I don't have chemistry with someone, I don't really want to open up to them about, you know, my day-to-day life, what I've been doing, what's going on in my life, the dramas, the stresses, my personal banter, my jokes. Like, I just don't want to do it. So I just feel like them people who try to force it really make me feel uncomfortable. Employees that have kids and stuff, and they'll be like,
oh, look at my baby, isn't she cute? Yeah, she's cute. Yeah, she's just 27 days old.
oh, Sally? Babes, I didn't ask. So you're showing me pictures of your baby. I'm not gonna say like, what's that? I have to be like, oh, it's so cute. And you start telling me all these personal stories and it's just like, babes, it's cool if you have them people at work that you can vibe with, but when you don't have that and someone's trying to force conversation with you, babes, some of your quite colleagues will be talking about, yeah, I got pissed at the weekend. Yeah, this person did this with that person, and it's just like, stayed in and watched Netflix. Because that's the thing, I honestly feel like there comes a point in a conversation with my Caucasian brothers and sisters where we just can't relate. So you'll ask me something and my experience is completely the opposite to what your experience is. So like one of my colleagues, for example, would be like, oh, I'm having such a bad hair day. Oh, don't you just hate when you have bad hair days? And I was literally like, because when I'm at work, I don't know, probably a lot of my girls can relate to this, I wear wigs. So when I'm at work, I can't be bothered to do my hair and all of this. Listen, came rid of the hair, chuck on a wig, have my work wig, call it a day. When I'm done, get home, chuck off the wig. Sometimes, you know, when you take a cheeky toilet break, just pull the wig back a little bit just to release your temples and just feel some breeze in your head and your scalp. But yeah, so she was like, oh, don't you just hate when you have bad hair days? If this was me a couple years ago, I would have just been like, yeah, oh babes, I hate it, da, 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 da. But you know, now I'm 22 and I just don't have time or energy. So I was literally just like to her, oh sus babe, I don't know, I just wear wigs. So if I'm having a bad hair day, I just switch wigs. The way she looked at me, she looked at me like, experiences like that and it's conversations like that where they're just like, oh, can't relate. But I just stopped caring. I really truly honestly stopped caring, and I think you should too. It just alleviates so much of the pressure and the stress, because I'm not going to perform who I am or perform or try to act up or play a role that will suit the environment that I'm in. I mean, I just think I'm too old for that. I feel like when you're younger, you seek this validation of like, I wanna be in this group and I wanna like assimilate, but bruv, assimilation is a con. Like, it really is. Either you become the token somebody, you just morph into one puppet, you just become like a case study where every time something black happens, now you're the spokesperson for all black people all around every single continent, world, diaspora, flipping. It's just too much generation. Like, it's just too much. So sometimes that's why you see black people black people at work, you really need to study them. And if you're not black and you're watching this, please just have some sympathy and have some understanding for us black people in the world of work, because we really go through it. And we really have to keep stum, because there's no point of stressing yourself and coming to kill yourself to try and explain yourself or try to fit in. It's just too much. So that's why when you see certain black people, and I saw this tweet on Twitter, yeah, where someone said, I've seen a lot when I go to offices and stuff, some black people just have their headphones in, and I understand, I really understand, because sometimes you just want to block it all out, like just leave me, let me be in my little bubble for now, because sometimes you just don't, I'm not involved, I'm just trying to be me, GC style, do you know what I mean? Friend Shantae is the one that inspired me to make this video, because she literally messaged me, yeah, telling me about an incident that happened at work, and she was talking about the stereotypes that you get as a black person in the world of work. She was basically saying how a new black guy started at her work. And the manager was basically doing the most in greeting him, basically saying like, yo man, and fist bumping him and all this kind of stuff. And that has happened to me at work before, where like the manager comes in and he's like, yo, and it seems innocent, but it's like, whoa, like, what's all this yo stuff? Because then when he's greeting other people, where's that energy, where's that yo? Why am I the one getting the yo? And obviously your natural instinct and your thought is gonna be, are you saying yo because I'm black?
I promise, like, and even it's been a weird.
If we're on levels, then yeah, cool, we can have banter. But if I don't know you like that, don't be saying yo to me and fist bumping me, because what's that? What is that? Do not be comfortable with thinking because I'm black that you can just go. I don't even greet my friends with a yo and a fist bump. So now you are coming, that don't know me from Jack from Jill, to come and yo and fist bump me. Is everything alright at home? To my Caucasian brothers and sisters and to my white counterparts, if you do not know me from anywhere, if we have not established a rapport, if we have not got chemistry, if we don't have banter, please don't come with me with no yos and fist bumps. Get to know me as a person. What do I like? What do I not like? Like how you would get to know any other person. Don't come with all the energy, because I promise you, once you start coming with all those yos and fist bumps to someone that you barely even know from anywhere, we will just shut off. And like, I just don't want to invest my time and energy into getting to know you, because you've already prejudged me. And it may seem innocent, like, it's not to say that you're doing it with bad intentions, but it's very annoying. It's like coming up to an Indian person or something and with, hey, you know, just stop. Please, because all that tells me is you've already profiled me and stereotyped me. Yes, it's very obvious I'm black, okay, yes, but not all black people come with a yo and a fist bump. That's not cool. Like, start to my Caucasian counterparts, okay, my brothers and sisters, please, before you decide to come up to a black person, just don't overthink it. Please don't. Okay, we're humans just like me, just like you. We have, you know, we share the same earth. Rather than coming with a yo and a fist bump and doing all of this to try and perform some sort of, I don't know, black initiation, just don't, because you will make a fool out of yourself. Just be normal. Hey, hello. You can tell when someone is trying to like be in your good books by doing yos and fist bumps and trying to talk about what they consider to be black pop, like pop culture, in the sense of like, oh yeah, I love Stormzy, and saying all these kind of things. It's just like, it's very uncomfortable, because okay, what now? Like, where do we go from here? You're actually mad and you have no one to tell you, and I'm not gonna tell you, because I'm not trying to have no problems, okay? Because then now I feel uncomfortable, you'll feel uncomfortable, we're all gonna be uncomfortable, and we're just gonna sit here in our uncomfortability, and I just don't have time for that. If you're thinking of doing it, just retreat and think, why am I saying yo? Why am I fist bumping this person if not for their blackness? And don't try and come with I don't see colour either, because clearly you do. Because how else did you judge this scenario, this situation, for you to yo and fist bump me? There's levels. There's green light, yellow light, red light. It's a red light. If you don't know me, red light, abort mission. Don't come to me with no yo. Yellow light is like, okay, you know me, but you don't really know me. So approach with caution in terms of how you're gonna approach the situation. Green light is, okay, we have banter, so you probably already know what I like, what I don't like, what our banter is. Just like a traffic light, okay? Okay, because we really have to go through it, okay, in the world of work. We really do. Because if you think about it, the professional world is already built on an institution of caucasity. So we have to assimilate. And I was reading Michelle Obama's book, and I'm going to leave the I'm gonna end this video with this quote. Let me find it. Pull up, no, jump off, just up that. Okay. Particular passage is about Michelle Obama's being in Princeton, and it applies to the educational institution and university and college and all that, but I think it also applies to the world of work. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna leave it at this because honestly, just take in the tea. I imagine that the administrators at Princeton didn't love the fact that students of color largely stuck together. The hope was that all of us would mingle in the heterogeneous harmony, deepening the quality of student life across the board. It's a worthy goal. I understand that when it comes to campus diversity, let's just say work diversity as well, just diversity in general, the ideal would be to achieve something resembling what's often shown on college brochures, smiling students working and socializing in neat, ethnically blended groups. But even today, with white students continuing to outnumber students of color on college campuses, the burden of assimilation is put largely on the shoulders of minority students. In my experience, it's a lot to ask. At Princeton, I needed my black friends. We provided one another relief and support. So many of us arrived at college not even aware of what our disadvantages were. Fast forward. It was like stepping on stage at your first piano recital. Yeah, sorry, it cut off. It was like stepping on stage at your first piano recital and realizing that you'd never played anything but an instrument with broken keys. Your world shifts, but you're asked to adjust and overcome, to play your music the same as everyone else. This is doable, of course. Minority and underprivileged students rise to the challenge all the time, but it takes energy. It takes energy to be the only black person in a lecture hall, or one of the few non-white people trying out for a play or joining an intramural team. It requires effort, an extra level of confidence to speak in those settings and own your presence in the room, which is why when my friends and I found one another at dinner each night, it was with some degree of relief. It's why we stayed a long time and laughed as much as we could. Can I just talk about that quickly to end this video, yeah? When there's two black people at work, sometimes I feel like, or you acknowledge each other, you know, you have the head nod, or you sit together at lunch and stuff like that, and you have your little banter, and it makes other people feel uncomfortable or makes other people feel excluded. Do you actually know how mad that statement is? So you feel excluded in a place where you outnumber me and I need to be inclusive. Does that make any sense? The burden of inclusion and all this kind of stuff, I think a lot of the time it's pushed to black people and people of color to assimilate and to make other people feel included. Do you know how mad that is? When you live in a world of privilege and you're telling me that I cannot have this safe space, it makes no sense. If we want to feel a sense of relief, of a safe space, some support, understood in a place where we're already the minority, then that can be our prerogative. And if you want to assimilate and if you want to understand, then you should have, as a person of privilege and a person of, you know, you already outnumber us, then let's all get together and let the burden not be on one person, because that's actually madness if you really think about it. So shout out to Michelle Obama for that passage in the book. And if you have the book Becoming, or if you don't, it was on page 74 and 75 is the page where she discusses it. Let me know what pet peeves you have about the world of work, and hopefully you like this video. Like, comment and subscribe. I'm almost on 500 subscribers now. So that would be really cute if we can get to 500 subscribers real soon, you know what I mean? It would just be cute, like it's a cute round number. Thanks guys, love you lots. Like, comment, subscribe, share, let me know what your pet peeves are. Follow me on Instagram, I'll do more questions at some point to help with videos. Bye!